Okay, hello, welcome to this weather video. We've got a cold front coming through. We've got a wind advisory in effect. You see, this is a satellite image. There are actually some thunderstorms off to the north there. You can see this cold front that's going to be coming through tonight. Here's the weather map. You can see actually there's a cold front right here, another cold front up there, but this is the front we are watching right now. And looking at the radar, we've got we got some shower activity across the area. There's a little shower that literally lasted like we had here. It lasted like a couple of minute maybe, but you can see now it's over the South Shore. Another shower over Glen Cove, and another shower over Bernardsville in New Jersey. More showers over there, and if you go further up, this is where you got heavier rain across the area. Looking at another radar loop here. You can see again the shower activity coming in. Actually, it does look like right off the edge. If we go to Mount Holly, it looks like there is actually a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for southeastern PA, northwest of Philadelphia. So it's this line right here. Not seeing any more lightning with these, but there could be some strong winds with these showers, and that's why there's some severe thunderstorm warnings out there, and also special marine warning in Baltimore Harbor there. You can see the wind advisory there. So we're going to look at some current observations across the area. Let's see what we've got here, and the winds were southwesterly, and you can see, here's the front right here. So you can see where the front is, that wind shift right over, it's like right over the Delaware Water Gap there. You can see winds have shifted already at McGuire. Actually, it's actually in New Jersey already. So you can see the winds have shifted at McGuire Air Force Base. Here we still have a westerly wind. We had a southerly wind, and it's becoming a little more southwesterly right now. We can look at the day here at Islip. You'll see we had south-southwest winds, and then they've kind of become a little more west-southwest, and they're going to continue to veer. And today we had some breezy conditions, too, some wind gusts up into the 30s, too, particularly in the evening. And we had a good deal of high clouds around today. Looking at the sky, I'll just show you some pictures of the sky. Good deal of high clouds around throughout the day. And this evening, the full moon is in and out of the clouds. And you can see it's in and out of the clouds. Those clouds will clear by morning, though we may have more popping up tomorrow during the day. It does look like there's a 44-mile-an-hour wind gust that was just reported at Philadelphia. They got up to 70 today. Wow, very warm. You see as you go into PA some of these wind gusts here. 46 at this observation, Indiantown. So you got a 46-mile-an-hour wind gust there. So this is the front. We go upstate. Wind gusts don't look quite as bad upstate, but definitely over PA and Jersey, this is what's heading our way. And it looks like Kennedy just gusted to 40 miles an hour right now. So we are getting some of those stronger wind gusts coming in with this front, and you'll probably hear it when it comes through. The winds veer out. The temperatures actually, it seems like they've gone up more than anything. Let's see, I think they've gone up, actually. Yeah, it was cooler earlier. We had 50s. And as the winds become a little more westerly, you could see the west wind. This is actually the front coming through right now. So that's past the Delaware Water Gap. This front's moving very quickly. Definitely is moving quick. Quick shower and a wind shift. And some gusty winds there. Let's look at the high temperatures today, because if you were on Long Island, your highs were in the mid-60s with a south-southwest wind. But if you were in New Jersey, west of Toms River, it looks like Miller Airport got up to 70 degrees, close to 70 there. So a lot warmer if you were inland versus at the coast. And let's see if that front actually came through Miller Airport. Not yet, but it's about to. But yeah, it's 70. But it was 30 this morning. So talk about a crazy day. That's like a 40-degree difference between the high and the low. You can see throughout much of the day it was very warm over there. But that's a pretty big difference between the high and the low, because we did have radiational cooling last night. And if we go look at the lows, you'll see West Hampton got down to 27, and Miller Air Park got down to 30. So if you were in one of those areas where you got radiational cooling, quite chilly. 36, 37 for a low at Islip, and the alley probably Yali probably didn't get much below 50, probably. I mean, say probably like LaGuardia, 48, probably. Uh, yeah, that's what we got going on right now. So we got this wind advisory that will be in effect here. Wind advisory it remains in effect until 8 a.m. Thursday. Luckily, it's just until 8 a.m. and then it's gonna die off. So let's talk about this system that we have coming through. Here's your system right here. We'll take a closer look at the eastern U.S. view here. You can see that kink in the ice up there. The isobar is getting tight. That's why we have the wind. You can see those tight isobars overnight. That low kind of intensifies as it gets south of Nova Scotia there and becomes quite a strong storm. And that's going to keep things breezy tomorrow, but we won't need the wind advisory once we get past that. And then that high kind of crests over us tomorrow night. And then Friday, we start seeing that high slide offshore. And I'll talk about the weekend weather in another video because we got to talk about this wind situation. And I'm going to be focused on that. And then we'll talk about the weekend tomorrow night, I guess. So let's go and look at, or maybe Friday. I might do it Friday because I don't think we'll see any. Yeah, we won't see any precipitation until at the earliest. Well, it's showing maybe Friday night we might see some precipitation, so we'll have to watch for that. That's the next cold front. Maybe I will just cover it all in this video, so I don't have to do another one, unless we have some crazy wind gusts to report or something. But you see what's going on and why we're seeing that pressure gradient and the wind that is going to be associated with that. So let's look at the HRRR. And here's the HRRR. So you see that low. A couple of showers tonight. See those tight isobars over us. They kind of get a little looser tomorrow. They'll still breezy. And then tomorrow night, we'll see the breezes die down. And then that high shifts offshore as we get into Friday. And this next front will approach Friday night. That will probably be our next chance for precipitation. Yeah, that'll be our next chance. I'll probably have to do another video tomorrow night because I want to see. We don't have all the full short range models, so I'll have to do another video tomorrow night and cover the weekend. So we'll just cover the next 24 hours in this video. We have this front coming through. So looking at the dew points and wind flow, you'll see the winds shift to the west. Dew points so we get back into that dry air, and dew points are actually going to be pretty low tomorrow, only in the 20s. So tomorrow is going to feel a little more colder than the last cold front. This one's a little stronger, and our temperatures by morning are going to drop into the 40s. And then tomorrow, we're only going to be in the low to mid 50s, and it's going to be breezy, more like low 50s probably. Maybe middle 50s if you're further in Jersey, but it's going to be breezy, so it's going to feel chilly. And then tomorrow night, we're dropping from the 40s into the 30s. It's going to be pretty cold, and if there's radiational cooling, it's going to be even colder than that in the Pine Barrens, where it could be below freezing. And then for Friday, we see, we're not going to really talk too much about Friday, but you see a moderation. Let's go and look at some of these sounding information to show you why we may have some cloud cover around tomorrow. And you see these lines very close together, touching. So there's a lot of little moisture and instability that's trapped underneath the inversion deal. So probably going to see some type of cloud buildup. So probably it'll start off sunny and then it'll become partly sunny, basically. Let's go to the RGM. We have the latest RGM in, so it's good. So we can kind of see what's going to happen tomorrow. So you see, start off fairly clear, but then these clouds kind of come in, passing by. It looks like they're worse if you're over Long Island. If you're further to the south, maybe a little bit less, at least according to this model. And then tomorrow night, we will maybe have some passing high cloudiness. But other than that, it should be fairly clear with the winds calming down. Let's look at the wind situation. Go to Vent to Sky. So go to wind gusts here, and you can see what we have going on. This is as of 11 o'clock. You can see why we have the wind advisory, because the winds are probably not going to gust over 50. Probably 40 to 50 miles an hour. There could be some damage. If you're on the water, I think that's where the stronger winds would be. Let's move this into the wee hours of Thursday here. You could see, overnight, this is when you're going to have your stronger winds. Here, actually, there are gusts that could get over 50 miles an hour if you're on the east end. Not so much overnight, so it could be some scattered power outages as a result of this. By 5 a.m., it already starts calming down a little bit, and by 10 a.m., it's winds are gusting now only to 30 miles an hour, so that's not too bad. It'll be breezy, and then by the afternoon, it'll still kind of be breezy. And as we get into tomorrow night, the winds will really start calming down, especially if you're in Jersey. Look at that. Drops off. This is where there could be some good radiational cooling, but still showing some wind over Long Island, which may hamper any radiational cooling. But I'm thinking maybe by morning we could get into that. But talk more about that tomorrow night, I guess. That's one wind model. Let's go to the windy.com. That's the other wind model that we can look at here. And we'll go over here to wind gusts. And as we go to overnight, you see there the stronger wind gusts tend to be over the east end. This is at midnight where you could see a 50-plus mile-an-hour wind gust, and 3 a.m. So it seems like the worst of it's going to be over Suffolk County, particularly the east end, Twin Forks, where you could see those 50 to 60 mile-an-hour gusts. I don't think we're going to have that here in Nassau County or even western Suffolk at this point. It's all because of this low that's going to be bombing out over here. So if we pull this out, we can kind of show you what's going to happen here with this low. That's south of Nova Scotia and some of these crazy winds that it's going to generate once again for this area. Atlantic Canada gets a lot of big storms. And look at what happens as we get into later Thursday. I mean, some of these winds offshore are going to be insane, and I guess we're going to be talking about that tomorrow night. Look at that, 105. I don't know if it's going to get that high, but that's some insane, another bombing low. So that's why we're seeing the wind. But fortunately for us, it bombs a little more once it's to the east. So we're not going to get into the worst winds. Whereas here, you're going to have some crazy winds again in a place like St. John's, which is going to get pounded. And they just got pounded last night, so they're going to get pounded again. I think it was last night or the night before. I think it was last night. So they're going to get pounded again with another storm. Yeah, so they've really been getting pounded over there with these winds. But anyway, let's just lastly go over the statistics for today at Islip. High of 64, which is 7 degrees above normal. The low of 37, which is 4 degrees below normal. Gives us an average of 51, which is 2 degrees above normal. And if you're obviously inland into New Jersey and Newark, for instance, where it reached 70 degrees, you're 11 degrees above normal there. But the low of 41 was only 1 degree below normal. That means there was still 6 degrees above normal for the day. But quite incredible, though, at Toms River, where the low was 30, and then they went 40 degrees up to 70, which is pretty crazy. That's quite a diurnal range. That's what you call a desert-like right there. So, again, looking at the radar, we have these showers coming through. They could have some wind gusts in these showers, perhaps, but they really won't produce a whole lot of rain, probably less than 1/5 of an inch, maybe 1/10 of an inch, if that. But that is all I've got for you tonight. Have a good night.